commiserations on losing the final. Do you think it was just down to misfortune tonight, to penalties, or do you think there was something more to the defeat?
Well, you know, when it goes to penalties, anything can happen. I've got to say the penalty shootout was high quality, but we didn't do enough in the 120 minutes to score more goals, and of course that's the disappointing bit. That we built pressure. We had moments that we felt that if we can just kick on a little bit here now, you can get the goal, but we just couldn't.
Simon Stone.
About the defeat, is there probably a lot of big name players, but on nights like this you need your big name players to deliver, and didn't think that they did tonight. Is that a disappointment?
Yeah, you know, you got players with high quality there. We of course we started with loads of goal scorers, match winners, and we felt that we hoped that was gonna give us the upper hand. We just couldn't get the first goal. I'm disappointed that we concede with the first chance, or only shot they've got on target. That's disappointing, of course. And after we scored, we pushed on for about 5-10 minutes. It looked like the game was there for us, but then we just couldn't kick on. I thought Scott McTominay though was absolutely outstanding out there. He was, for me, the best player on the pitch.
Dave McDonnell.
Oli, you both late to make your first change at the 100th minute. Does that underline the kind of lack of options you had on the bench in terms of game changes, and also underline the big summer ahead you've got in terms of needing to strengthen, which you've already said you need to do?
Well, we felt the players out there. You got Mason, Marcus, match winners in their own right. Bruno, Eddie, of course, they can create anything. Scott, as I said, I felt he was the best player on the pitch, and Paul. So it's difficult to make that change, especially when Fred's been injured for a week. But he came on and he did well, the boy. But we just couldn't create enough chances to win the game. You know, when they've got Torres and Albiol in there with crosses, it's always going to be difficult. We needed to play our way into the box quicker.
Aidan McGee.
Oli, can you call this a successful season, having finished second in the Premier League but lost the Europa League final? How do you reflect on it? No,
it's not a successful season, of course. And that's the fine margins in football. Sometimes, you know, one kick can define a season as a good one or as a successful one, and one kick says it's not. And improvement, yeah. Second in the league. That's probably no one expected us to be second in the league after the start we had, after the lack of pre-season we had. But the boys have been really, really good, and but just came up short tonight, unfortunately. And that's on penalties, which we could have been sat here saying it's a successful season after the same game. So, but trophies matter, and that's what matters at this club. So, no is a short answer.
Laurie Whitwell.
On that theme, Oli, in terms of fine margins, it looked like Bruno said to go second for the penalty shootout, and I think the statistics show that it's much more likely to, if you go first, that you win the shootout. I just wondered, was he aware of that? Is that what happened?
I've not asked Bruno to who won the toss. I let him get on with it. We had penalty takers were confident. We made some changes to get them on to take the penalties, and just couldn't stop them scoring.
Simon Peach.
Hi, Oli.
Hi, Simon.
Commiserations. I missed the start of the press conference. Apologies, with Marcus. But there was an image of you as the fireworks were going up and Villareal was celebrating, just looking into the distance. That feeling of for you and your players, are you bottling that to use next season?
Yeah, of course we need to. That disappointment is the worst feeling. These are the moments you remember the most in your career as a player, as a manager. And there's two ways. You can feel sorry for yourself and go on holiday and don't do anything about it, or you can go home and do something about it and come back even better, stronger, more hungry, ready from the first minute, because we know that we didn't start this season great. We fell behind and too far behind to be challenger for the league. So we need to start really well.
Okay, last two, Sam and Simon Stone.
Ollie, I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but given David's penalty record, did you ever give any consideration to putting Dean on for David because of his record? He saved a penalty last season against City, or was that not something that you ever would have done?
Well, you go through every scenario, of course, and it has crossed my mind in the build-up to the game, but we were confident in David and we'd prepared. And but penalty shootout can happen. Anything can happen in those. So I stuck with the keeper who played all the game.
Ollie, you said that you can learn from it and you can start the season better, but is it not just a basic fact that in order to challenge Manchester City, you need players who can improve the standard that you've got, and therefore, no matter how much work you do, you need the owners to back you this summer in the transfer market to make your squad better?
I've been delighted with the effort, the desire, determination of all the players. You know, I can't fault them at all, and we've probably done as well as anyone could imagine. So yeah, we who are here now, we need to do better. We need to work better, work harder, cleverer. But as I've said, 2 or 3 players to strengthen the starting 11 and the squad altogether is important for us to go even further, because I'm sure our contenders or challengers will also want to improve. So we want to improve as much as we can.
Okay, no more questions. Thank you.
Thanks.
Do I log out of this now?